What's going on, people? Today we're gonna clean out the fuel injector dozer, which is on the Series 60. It's located right there where I got that box wrench right here. It's gonna be right here, this right here. So there's two nuts there. It's a 14 in the front, and then it's a 12 in the back to hold the injector. So you gotta hold both of them at the same time to unscrew them. To unscrew, first we're gonna unscrew the fuel line, which is this one right here. That's the first nut, and the second nut is gonna be the injector. So we're gonna undo that, and then I'll be right back and show you guys what it looks like when I take it off. Pause. All right, fellas. Well, I loosened it. I loosened both of the nuts. So this is what you do. You unloosen this one. You pull down on the hose, and then the injector. You can do it with your finger, and you undo it. Alright, fellas, well, the injector, you just gotta keep turning and turning. It might not seem like it's coming off, but it is coming off. And here's what it looks like. See all the carbon? But this is really not gonna be your problem. What's gonna be your problem is in that hole. In that hole. What you have to do is you gotta stick a screwdriver in there and break the carbon. And just push it in there, and then you just gotta break it, because it's become like a wall. As you can see, it's become hard. So you gotta find something long and stick it in there, and then just kind of wiggle it until you break the little wall that the carbon has made. Once you do that, you should be ready to go. So what I did is I went to my favorite store, Harbor Freight, and I bought me some of these. So after I break that wall with this screwdriver, so I'm just gonna stick it in there and then just play with it, stick it, pull it out until I break that wall. And then afterwards, I'm gonna get one of these and then just stick it in there and clean that out. But you can also clean the piston with this, so it's not bad. So let me work on breaking that little wall back there. And first of all, let me show you guys how deep it is right now. Can you pause it real quick while I get something to show them? Alright, fellas, well, I put this guy in the hole and broke it through. As you guys can see, it went all the way through. So after that, I grabbed me one of these little brushes, stuck it in there, and cleaned it out. And so that piston is connected to this hose right here, which is connected to the turbo. Okay, so if you measure whatever it is that you're gonna stick in there, so this guy goes up to here, so you just put it on the bottom and measure it to see if it went through. And this went through. It went all the way through. So it looks like it's nice and clean now. I shouldn't have that problem anymore. But that's all you have to do. And the piston, of course, you got to clean it. Take all the carbon off of it. You can always buy a new one if you want, but me personally, there's really no need for it, because the majority of times it's that hole that gets clogged up. So once you unclog the hole, good to go. The piston really doesn't need to be replaced. So, because there's fuel that goes through here, and it's rare when this sucker gets clogged up. What gets clogged up is that hole in the dozer. So you just clean it. As you can see, it's getting there nice and clean. And then just put it back together, which is the two nuts, the little holes that goes right here, and that's it. You should be ready to go. Again, what happened this morning is I ran the truck, and it gave me the three check engine lights on, the check engine light, the yellow light, and then the regen light. I just kept pressing the override button because I pretty much knew this was going on with the truck. I pressed the override button for 65 miles, and then when I got to the customer to make my delivery, I shut the truck off. Took me about an hour to make my delivery, and then turned the truck back on, and there was no lights. So I ran the truck back 61 miles, and then as I was getting off the freeway, it was asking to regen, which them are the symptoms to cleaning out the dozer, also the injector. So that's why I'm doing the job today. So we're gonna put it all back together now. But make sure, don't wait for these symptoms to pop up on you. If you own your truck or you're leasing to own your truck, clean this guy out at least once a year, and you shouldn't have any problems with this if you clean it out once a year. Don't use nothing to it. Don't use no brake cleaner, no nothing. Just a brush. That's it. Because you got to remember, there's gas going through this thing. So nobody will recommend you to use anything for this. So don't use anything other than a brush. A brush. That's it. That's all. All right, fellas. I hope I was able to help somebody out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see you guys on our next one.